Hi, everybody. It's so amazing to be here for an impromptu reading sprint. Before I continue on, I want to welcome my fabulous co-host, the lovely Stormy from Storm Reads. Hi, Stormy.
Hello.
Thank you for being here.
Thanks for asking.
Oh, you're welcome. Now, let us know in the comment section what you'll be reading today. Stormy, what will you be reading?
I am going to work on Gone with the Wind because I didn't read my chapter yesterday, so I figured I best read a chapter today. I don't want to get started to where I'll be like, "Oh, tomorrow I'll do it. Oh, tomorrow I'll do it." No, I was going to start out reading at least a chapter a day, so I need to read that.
I like it. Yeah. I may not be reading books as big as yours, but I have books I have to read today. Otherwise, I am just going to keep putting it off like you're saying with yours. So I'm like, yeah, all right. So I don't have physical copies, but I'm going to be reading Medea by Euripides, which is a play for school. And then after that, Heart of Darkness, which is a book I read when I was in high school that I didn't like. But again, it's for school. So
I saw that on your list, and I was like, I've always been curious about that. I think that was the one. It was made into a movie. I think. Is it about the lions that attack the village or something?
Oh, it might have been. I'm struggling to remember what it was about because, as I said, I read it a long time ago. But if it was made into a movie, maybe I should watch the movie.
And you never know. You're older now. You might like it.
Well, that's true. That's true. All right. Hi, Cajun. Thank you for being here. Cajun says she's reading Marriage Can Be Mischief, an Amish Matchmaker Mystery number 3. Nice. I love it. I'm reading book 1 this month, so I love it. Yay. Hi, Jane. Jane says, hello, continuing with Nothing But Trouble tonight. Ooh, I like the sound of that title. Hi, Jillian. Thank you for being here. What are you going to be reading? Hi, Jessica Ann. She says, hello, everyone. Maybe this will get me started on The Human by Matt Haig. Nice. If it does, let me know how you enjoy it. I've heard some good things about it. Hannah says, hi. Hi, Hannah. She says, I just finished my first book for the month, going to be reading Lethal Licorice. Oh, my goodness. Number 2 in the Amish Candy Shop series. Woo. Wonderful, Hannah. Let me know how you go. I'm losing my spot here. Cajun says, I really suggest reading Lemon Drop Dead in the Amish Candy Shop series before this. Otherwise, huge spoiler in chapter 3. Yeah, fair enough. From what I've seen in the reading order, when you combine Candy Shop and Matchmaker, there only seems to be one book from Matchmaker, which is book 1. And then you kind of get all the way through. So you kind of get halfway through Candy Shop, read book 1 in Matchmaker, get all the way through the rest of Candy Shop, then read Matchmaker. That's what I've seen. If it's different, though, let me know. But that's what I've seen.
Yeah, I mean, I think the only one that you need to make, you need to make sure you've read the whole series before number 3 is the only one that's really is iffy. You can like read all of the Amish Candy Shop and then go back and read 1, 2, and 3, and then you'll be okay. But if you're going to read the Matchmaker one first before that, then you could get spoiled or something. So.
Right. Okay. Good advice. Thanks, Stormy. Hi, Cornflower. Cornflower says, hi, everyone. I'm reading Made Up for Murder, first in the midlife mysteries. Sadly, I'm not loving it. Oh, sorry to hear that. How much longer do you think you'll give it? Do you consider DNFing, or are you a book purist? Do you read all the way through? Let me know. I'm sorry you're not enjoying it.
Yeah,
Jessica says, oh, sorry, Stormy, go ahead.
I said that's what I was thinking of, Ghost in the Darkness. It's different. It's a different book.
Right. Yep. Ghost in the Darkness is the name of the movie. Right. Okay. Yep.
I was looking up what yours is about, and it sounds very riveting. Not.
Right. And the funniest part about all of it is that the unit I'm taking is called Great Books. I don't know whose idea of great books these are, but anyway.
Well, it's like, it's like those kind of classes. It's like what they think is great and what I think is great. It's two different things.
Exactly. Could you imagine if we ran the class and picked the books? It'd be very different.
Yes.
Jessica's hello everyone. Hi Jessica. So needed this today. Oh, you're very welcome. I needed it too. Stormy needed it too. So, we're all here. Yay. It's wonderful. And I don't know if there are reading sprints that usually happen today or not. But yeah, happy to fulfill the spot at least today. Thank you for being here. Hi Johara. Johara says hi. I'll be reading Goblet of Fire. Nice. Enjoy. Cav, hi Cav, says heavy sigh. Oh, I just finished Pleading the Fish and now I'm bummed because the series is over. Oh, Seaside Cafe by Brie Baker. Best epilogue ever, sniffle. Now I don't know what to read. Oh no.
I think it's really cool though that she knew she was going to be ending the series so that she could make the epilogue like she had there. That's only happened for me when I'm reading, like one other time with my favorite series that I finished last year, which was the Cajun Country series. She knew that that was going to be the last one, so she got to make an epilogue and kind of wrap things up and move people forward, so you kind of got to see how things went along, and I thought that was kind of cool.
Oh, nice. I'm so sorry that it is the last one, Cav, and I hope you find something else afterwards. I know for me, I struggle after I get through a much-loved series. So, yeah.
Yes.
But,
very bittersweet when it ends. It's like, it was a good ending, but at the same time, you're like, oh.
Oh, no. Jillian says, I'm reading The Violence by Delilah S. Dawson. Will be also starting Gallant by V.E. Schwab later. Wow. There you go. That's quite a title, The Violence.
A part of me is curious about Gallant, but I don't know. I think she has too flowery of writing for me.
Right. I haven't read a V.E. Schwab. I've been saying that I will for a number of years now, just one of her books to give it a go. And then I keep hearing things where I think, I don't know if she's going to be the author for me.
So. Well, I read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and I really didn't like it. And so.
Yeah. I have heard it's a really polarizing book. Either people love it or they don't. Hi, Melmac. Melmac says, hi, Mr. Fancy. Hi, Storm. Hi, everyone. I'm reading Beauty Expos Are Murder by Libby Klein, which is the number 6 in the Poppy McAllister series. Wow. There you go. Nice. Is that the one that we're reading, Stormy? Okay.
Yeah. Did you finish the second one yet? I haven't started yet.
I've shelved it just so I can get through Medea and Heart of Darkness. Once I'm through those two, I'm going to go back to it. But I will say that it was better than book 1. So from what I read so far. Yeah. There you go. Cornflower will probably DNF. Yeah. If you're not enjoying it, that's what a lot of people are saying. That if I ask the question, what do you think about DNFing? They say if you're not enjoying the book, put it down, pick up something else.
If I keep going with a book, unless it's for like a certain thing, if I keep going with a book, it like puts me in a slump, and then I don't want to read anything, and then I don't like that. So
yeah, totally get it. Jessica says, not sure what I'm reading. I'm in between 4 books, so what I pick might be what is next to me.
There you go.
Oh, wow. Well, you'll have to let us know once you pick one, which one you ended up choosing. Cajun says, loved Beauty Expos, one of my favorites in that series. Nice. I don't remember what the series is, sorry. But
that's the one that they're talking about, the Poppy McAllister series.
Oh, right. Okay, so it's one that would be coming up for us if we were to continue on.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. Hannah, hi Hannah, says, I would DNF at Cornflower. Life is too short to be stuck on a book you don't like. Yep.
Yep.
Completely agree. Cornflower says, I read another by the same author, Hamburgers and Homicide. Really didn't like it either.
So it could just be the author's writing style that she's not liking. So.
Yeah, definitely. Jessica says, yes, I would so DNF. I just started to DNF books and it's wonderful. Oh, isn't it, Jessica? It's amazing. Yeah, it's so liberating. The freedom that comes with being able to say, this is just not for me. I'm going to put it down and pick up something else.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Jessica says, maybe the author is just not for you, Cornflower. You did give her more than one chance, so that's all you can do. Exactly. And more generous than some others. Some others may not buy another book from the same author. So, yeah, you did well. Melmax says to Cajun, I just finished Wine Tastings Are Murder this afternoon and loved it. I was eager to jump right into beauty expos. Nice. Sounds like a lot of people are loving the books enough to keep going anyway.
Yeah, everybody likes that series, but then we were like, oh, I didn't like book one that way. So I'm like, I'm hoping I like the other ones because I'm like, everybody else likes it. I want to like it too.
Same. Hi, Tracy. Tracy says, hi, Mr. Fancy and Stormy. I'm reading Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Su Lin Tan. Ooh, I like the title. Haven't heard of that one. Have you heard of that one, Stormy?
No.
No, you'll have to let us know how you're going with it. Yeah. I knew what you meant, Tracy. Jessica says, oh, Jillian, I just got that from my library and heard so many good things. Nice. Cajun says, I know what you mean. Jessica says, I tried V.E. Schwab adult books but couldn't get into it, but I want to give Gallant a try because it is YA or middle grade, not sure. Oh, yeah. Definitely. An age range can make all the difference sometimes with authors.
I do want to try her middle grade books that are, I think they're like ghost stories or something, so I'd like to try that. Mm-hmm. Maybe I'll be better with her younger stuff.
Yeah, nice. Cornflower says to Jessica, yes, so true. I think I'm not vibing with the author. Yeah. Melmax says, my April TBR is full, but after that, I'm torn on what to read. Antique Auctions Are Murder. On one hand, I'm really going to want to read it, but on the other hand, I want to stretch it out.
Yeah, because that's the last one in the Poppy McAllister series that's out right now.
Yes. Yeah. So that makes a lot of sense. Johara says, I hardly ever DNF, but that's only because I very rarely find a book that I'm truly not enjoying. But if I do, I will DNF. Well, that's good. You're having a lot of good luck there, Johara. Yeah. That's wonderful. Melmax says, since the next book won't be out until next year. Yeah. Hi, Spumoni. My gosh, can I talk? Hi, Spumoni. Thank you for being here. Cornflower says, that sounds like a fun book, Melmac. Jessica says, I always give books and authors 2 shots because the series gets better or the author advances their talent, so I always give it 2 shots.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah. Well, I definitely would not have picked up the second book in the Poppy McAllister series if not for Stormy teaching me that it's always good if you don't like book 1 and a cozy to give book 2 a go, you know, because you don't know. We're all learning the lessons here, Stormy. Thank you. Melmax says, Tammy, have you read any of the Poppy McAllister series? I think it's hilarious. Jessica says, yes, Storm, and I've only heard good things about her middle grade books and Gallant, so I'm hoping the younger range books are for me. LOL. Time will tell. Oh, gosh. Jessica Ann says, we will get on to a sprint, guys. Tiffany said she might be joining us, so I'm just going to wait around. If she joins us soon, I'll have her come in, say hi, and then we'll get on to reading. But for the moment, we're just chatting. Jessica says, Storm, the first book in that ghost series by V.E. Schwab is called City of Ghosts. I read the first 2 and they were so good. I just have to read the third one. Nice. Cornflower says, haven't read that series yet, Melmac, but have heard of so many of you saying it's great. Looking forward to reading them. Oh, good, Cornflower. That's wonderful. So I have a question for everyone, and you can either answer now or during the sprint or whatever. And my question of this reading sprint day is the following. What makes a good buddy reader or a good buddy reading experience? Want to know? Let me know what you think.
That's a very hard question.
Yeah. Because everyone's different.
Yeah, so I was going to say everybody reads different. Yeah.
I guess I could say you can tailor it to yourself, like what makes a good buddy reading experience for you, I guess, rather than it being a generalization.
Well, like me and my friend Barb, we buddy read books all the time, but we're like really relaxed. So like she had already finished the book one of the books that we were buddy reading this month, and I just finished it today. So I was like, man, you like already got it done. But then, and we both have blogs and everything that we review about our experience or whatever. And so she does what she thinks about the book on hers, and I do what I think about it. And we call it Two Bloggers, One Series, or Two Bloggers, One Book, which depending on what we're doing, if it's a standalone or a series. And we just do like a little review on it, but we're not one of those that's like, okay, we're going to read 5 chapters today, and then tomorrow we're going to read, we don't do it like that. We just read it whenever we decide to read it, and then we pick a date that we're going to put it up on our blog, and then that's what we do. So we're like really relaxed.
Nice. Oh, nice. But hey, if that works, then that's a good thing, You have spoken about buddy reading with Barb. Well, as long as I've followed you, I know you've been talking about it. Have you been buddy reading with her for a long time?
Probably for about 3 or 4 years, somewhere around there.
Wow.
And we met on a Facebook page.
Yeah.
And it's called Clean Out Your E-Reader, or Coyer is what the Facebook page is called. And we joined, and we had never met or anything, but we found out that we had a lot of things in common, and we just started chatting books. And then before you knew it, we were talking on Facebook Messenger all the time. And now we talk all the time. So she's like, I call her my bookish BFF, but we've never met or anything.
I love it. Oh, that's amazing though. Melmike says a couple of times it's taken me 3 books to really like a series. 3 books, yep. One example is the Berry Basket series by Sharon Farrow. I thought books 1 and 2 were okay. I liked them enough to continue. Just a moment, guys. There we go. But I thought book 3 was excellent, and I really liked books 4 and 5 a lot. There's only 5 books. Oh, there you go. And that's good that you kept going through the series with that. I had a similar experience with Vampire Academy. I gave the first 2 books 3 stars, but I kept going because I wanted to keep going in the series. And I'm glad I did, because it started improving for me. Well, it was an up and down ride, but it improved for me.
Well, it's like I have some of those like in the cozy series that, they're not like a favorite. They're just okay. I don't mind reading them, but, I could, if I forget about them, I'm okay. But then I'm like, oh, hey, I haven't read one in that series, and I'll read it. And, they're just some of those series that are just okay. You read them because they're there. Then you have your favorites, and then,
Yeah, exactly. Cornflower says, I just enjoy knowing someone's reading the same book as me at the same time. Don't even really need to chat about it too much, just like knowing that I'm not alone in my read. Aww.
Well, it's like with the Gone with the Wind. I told everybody, read at your own pace. I'm not going to assign out, how many and how much. I said personally, I was going to take probably about 2 months to read it, unless I'm like so riveted and I just got to find out what's going on next. But that's why I'm just starting out real slow. I'm reading about a chapter or so a day. But then if I find that I'm like really interested in it, I might pick up the pace. But I told everybody else to just, read it however they want. Post in the chat. Just if you think it's something that's spoilery, then just do the little spoiler thing so people can look at it later, and then don't feel like they have to read it as quick as everybody else does.
Yeah, nice. I like that. Cajun says, this is too cute. The MC is Amish and has a cat who speaks too in Pennsylvania Dutch, and he understands her. Nice. I love that, Cajun. Jessica says, I've never done a buddy read, so I wouldn't know. I'm always reading books that my friends have already read. Oh, we have to get you onto a buddy read, Jessica, so you can experience it. Cajun says, I don't know why that tickles me, so my cat's understood Yiddish. That's it, bilingual or multilingual. Melmac says, I think what makes a good buddy read is being able to discuss the book and not worry about spoilers. And like Stormy said, everyone doesn't have to read it at the exact same time or the same pace. Yep, completely agree. I know when I set up a buddy read, a Mr. Fancy Reads buddy read, that I say to everyone, you have the month to read the book. So, do it how you want to. And like Stormy has on her Discord, just leave a comment somewhere in the channel on the Discord, redacted if it's a spoiler, but go at your own pace. Yeah, I absolutely agree. Julian says, I'm not super into hardcore analyzing texts unless it is really deep literary fiction. So I guess a good buddy read for me is pretty surface level, LOL. Some run discussions, but nothing too deep. Yeah.
Nice. Well, it's like me and my friend, even like she had finished it before I did. And so I would comment to her, in Messenger or something. And she's like, oh yeah. And then, we'd do it back and forth, but we don't go into no deep, what what do you think of the characters or the plot or we're just like, we liked it or we didn't like it.
Yeah. Completely understand. Yeah, fun. Yep. Melmac says, just somewhat close together so it's relatively fresh in everyone's mind. Yep. Hannah agrees with Jillian. Nice. Tracy says, I think it's good to have a schedule, an open mind, and good communication when buddy reading with someone. I like knowing we are generally reading the same amount of pages. I think it can definitely work both ways, and I also think it depends on how long the book is. In Stormy's case with Gone with the Wind, it's a massive book. So, yeah. But as you said, you don't have a schedule for it with everyone else, do you?
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
and some people like structured buddy reading, and I think that's cool. And I've done structured buddy reading. Like if somebody wants to, take the time to count out, this is how many pages or this is how many chapters or whatever. I have tried, and sometimes I'll fall behind, but I think even like if you have a Discord and you have like read this section is for chapters 1 through 5, and this one is for that way you can, okay, I'm behind, so just don't look at these down here. Just look at this up here. So I don't get spoiled, but I'll always get behind probably because there's just people that read faster than me. But
yeah,
I don't mind.
No, exactly. Yep. Z Spumoni says, I agree, Cornflower, and it's nice to be able to touch base when big things happen. It's nice to have that can you believe it moment with someone else.
Yeah.
Yep. I agree. We'll probably start reading in about 5 minutes at the top of the hour. Exactly, Melmac. Cajun says, agree with having someone to share the can you believe that moments. Cav says, I've never done a buddy read either. Is it like a book club idea? In a way, the buddy reading, well, I mean, it is subjective at the end of the day, but all you really need to do to buddy read is to be reading the same book.
Basically, you grab a friend and you read the same book together and you talk about it. So it's basically, it is like the book club idea, except book clubs usually are like bigger and, they have more people in it. usually we call those kind of group reads. Like I'm kind of having a bit of a group read with Gone with the Wind because there is more than one person buddy reading this with me, but I still call it a buddy read. So yeah, it's just
So what's the difference, Stormy, between a buddy read and a read along?
I think like a read along is usually whenever you're reading a series, and so you might read one book 1 month and one book the next month, and like we do with the Killing Time with Cozies, we're reading the Dangerous Type series as a read along. So we read the first book last month, and we're going to read the second book this month. So
yeah, awesome. Melmac says, yeah, kind of like what we do with Killing Time with Cozies. Yep, exactly. Zespamoni says, that's also why I appreciate the sprints so much. Reading can be solitary and it's nice to read with others sometimes. Yeah, completely agree. Jane says, talking about a book with someone who's read it before is fun for me.
Yeah,
I agree. It speaks to what Zespamoni was saying in that generally reading can be such a solitary activity. So even if just one other person is reading it with you, and the fact that you can discuss it going into as much or as little detail as you want to makes the experience so much more enjoyable. Completely agree.
You know, and I don't have anybody like around me that reads except for people online. So then these sprints and things like that, it is kind of fun because it shows me I get to see other people that are reading.
Exactly. We no longer feel like it's just us reading, you know. Yeah. Lee is here. She says, hi, everyone, coming in late. Hi, Lee. Thank you for being here. Jane says, when I finished No Exit, I chatted with Hannah about it and we talked about all the crazy moments. I'm sure that would have been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's a book that I think I should be putting on my TBR. Cornflower says, to Zespamoni, agreed. My mum and I have done buddy reads in the past where we talk a lot about a book and sometimes there isn't much to say. Love talking about highlights. Yeah, definitely. I agree. Jessica says, I think I'm going to read House of Sky and Breath by Sarah J. Maas. I just got it finally from my library and it's 800 pages. Want to read some every day and try to get through it. Good on you for tackling a really big
one. That was a massive one. I knew that one was a big one. I've seen people holding it up.
Wow. I mean, I thought the first one looked massive to me. But wow. Fantastic, Jessica. Cajun saying hi to Lee. Zespamoni says, a structured buddy read is the only way I finished War and Peace. Oh, there you go. I've heard of it, haven't read it, don't know if it's long, but
it's like 1,200 pages.
Oh my goodness. It's a Stormlight Archives type book.
Wow. Yeah. It's on my classics to try. And I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? All these classics that are like massively big.
Have you read any classics this year that aren't long? Like that are short ones?
Not yet, no. I mean, unless you count the children's classic that I read in February.
What was that one again?
I read the first in the Little House series or whatever, the Big House in the Little House in the Big Woods. That's it.
Yeah, and that was a short one.
Yeah, it was a short one, but that's about it. Nice. January is when I did the Count of Monte Cristo, so yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Wonderful. Hi, Amy. Thank you for being here. Mel Max says, where is Tiffany? I'm waiting for her to sneak up on us. Yeah, I am too. I think, I think we might start reading and maybe she'll be here after the first sprint. Yeah. So are we looking for a long sprint or a short one? What are we thinking?
Whatever you want to do.
Let's. I don't know. Oh goodness. Let's do a half hour.
Yeah, I was gonna say just do a half an hour and we'll see. Go from there.
Perfect. All right, we will do that. I'll put up a thing.
And you might check, maybe see if she left you a comment or something, maybe.
Yep. We'll do. Just a moment, I'm just typing it in.
Mel Mac, she said 37 and a half minutes trying to put it in the
That would be something, Mel Mac. Maybe next time. All right, everyone, we'll read till past. I'll see you then. Happy reading. All right. How was everyone's sprints before we get there? Hi, Tiffany. Welcome.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for having me. I'm sorry. I thought I was going to be here at 6:45, but delays.
No, that's okay. You're here. You made it.
Yeah, of course.
How was
I was excited.
How was your sprint while I've got you?
It was good. I actually was on the phone. I just got settled, so I still hadn't talked to Kevin. So I talked to him for a little bit. So next sprint, I'll be able to read.
Oh, good.
I do have one question, though. I want to ask one question. I went back to the beginning of the chat, and Cornflower said, I will probably DNF. I just have to know what book she was talking about. Now I'm done.
Okay. Do we remember Stormy?
She can tell me in the chat. Okay. It's okay.
Yeah. Okay. How was your sprint, Stormy? No?
I can't hear her.
No, I think she's on mute.
I forgot to unmute me. I said I did okay. I'm on page 61. I almost finished a chapter. I'm 5% into the audiobook. It's a big one.
What are you reading?
Yeah.
Going with the Wind.
Oh, yeah.
I said I didn't read any on it yesterday, and I said I told myself I was going to at least read a chapter a day, so I needed to make myself read on it now, or I'll put it off and then put it off. And so.
Gotcha.
And I'm reading Medea by Euripides, and I'm not enjoying it.
Oh, no.
What is it about?
I'm reading it for school. Apparently about a woman who betrays someone, but it's to do with feminism. I mean, in between all the thee, thy, thou, though, I'm having trouble even understanding what's going on.
Gotcha.
So you'll be at your class going, I read it, now tell me what it's about.
Exactly. That's right.
Yeah, that's always rough to have. And then, because you have to read it and you don't like it. Oh, hopefully it gets better.
Exactly. I would not be reading this if not for school. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm just gonna find where we're up to. I think we're up to here.
I was gonna say something though. Look, everybody, did you see Mr. Francie didn't leave during the reading sprint?
Yes. Thank you, Stormy. I was here the whole time.
He's got a newfangled thing that he's got a laptop now. So.
Yeah. I have a laptop now. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So,
good.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah. Which may mean I can do more sprints. Sorry?
Oh, cool.
I said, so no more having to use your phone. So.
Yes, exactly. Woo.
Oh, your arm's going to go to attribute. What is that called? Your arm muscle from the comments.
Yeah.
Now that you don't do the comments on your phone every time?
It's going to wither.
No, the other way around. No, I'm still using my phone to do this, but when I'm doing everything else I'm doing is on the laptop. Yeah, because unfortunately the laptop camera is worse than on my phone.
Really?
Gotcha. My laptop camera is worse than my phone too.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is.
Mine probably is.
But your arm's going to continue to get muscles.
Yeah. That's right. There, punch the ghost. Zismody says to Cornflower, that's great. You and your mum buddy read. I usually buddy read with my sister. It's a nice thing to do with family. Absolutely, it is. That's fantastic. I knew about Cornflower, but I didn't know that about you, Zismody. That's awesome. Cajun says, since my daddy reads my cozies on his Kindle, we don't read at the same time, but we'll do the Have You Read X Yet? What did you think about Y convos? I love it.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah. Hannah says to Mel Max, she's watching you in the hidden cameras, waiting for you to be relaxed before she pops in. That's it.
Got my eye on you, Mel Mac. Got my eye on you.
Yeah, earlier she's like, "Where's Tiffany? She's gonna pop in here and scare us."
Yeah. Why not? Saying hi to Lee. Jessica said, yes to Z Money. I love sprints because you have friends with you. Oh, yeah, exactly.
I agree.
Yeah. Everyone's saying hi. Mel Max says, Hannah, whatever you do, do not say her name 3 times. If we stick to that, I think we'll be fine. And there's your response. Hi, Leah. Thank you for being here.
Are you feeling the love, Tiffany?
Of course. Yeah. Oh, of course.
Leah's saying hello to everyone. I think that's for you, Tiffany.
Probably.
Jessica says, War and Peace is a brick, so congrats to Z Spumoni.
Oh, War and Peace is a brick.
Yeah. We count it Storm. I don't remember what that was referring to.
I think that's because I said I didn't know if you'd count it because I read the children's classic for one of my classics.
Right. Oh, yeah. Definitely counts.
Of course it counts.
Susan G. Hi, Susan G. She says, hi all, just got here, was finishing dinner, Hungarian goulash. Ooh. Nice. When I noticed you were sprinting, I'm reading Yeast of Eden by Sarah Fox. Ooh.
Oh, that's a fun series. That's a fun series.
Oh, nice.
It's the Pancake House series. It's a lot of fun.
Hold the phone. Pancake House cozy series?
Yes. So the main character, I think her name's Marley.
Mm-hmm.
I think if I'm remembering. Anyways, regardless, I might not be remembering the name right, but I think it's Marley. She, in the first book, it's either her uncle or her cousin owns a pancake house, and he's in the hospital, and she goes to help him out, and she ends up there and staying. And I can't remember what state, but it's in a place called Wildwood Cove, probably Maine-ish. Or maybe Vermont, but it's a pancake house, and I love diner cozy, so I think it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it.
I mean, I think I need to add this to my ever-growing TBR.
Yeah.
Oh wow, there you go.
And it has some of the best titles.
Oh, nice.
They all have look into it. Bookish titles, but the way, like the Crepes of Wrath.
Yep.
What's the series called? Do you remember?
The Pancake House.
Yeah. The first book is the Crepes of Wrath. So like
that's another. That's
Yep.
That's a different series.
Oh, is it?
This one, Sarah Fox's has great Crepe Expectations, or maybe the Crepes of Wrath. You might be right. Hold on.
It's the first one in the Pancake House. And Yeast of Eden is number 4.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. The Crepes of Wrath. Yep. Okay, excellent.
I was thinking of a different.
Now I've got it.
It's a lot of fun. And her literary pub series is also fun. Off topic, but it's also a good one.
Oh, nice. Always good to know. We're always here for the cozy recommendations. So Cornflower says, Z Spumoni, I also buddy read with my daughter in NC. Is that North Carolina?
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, yay, woo! I may not understand Medea, but I can get somewhere with geography in America. Woo! I don't see her often because we're on opposite sides of the US. Oh, we went 3 years without seeing each other once. Buddy reading keeps us close. That's beautiful, Cornflower. I love that.
See, reading does bring us together.
That's it.
I love
Bringing
that.
families together.
Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy.
Zismo says, I love that. That's awesome. Hannah says, there's Tiffany. Getting all the hellos. Hello from Bev. Hello from Jessica. Hello from Cajun. And Mel
not you, Cajun. Not you, Cajun. A location. That was from Mel Mac.
Yeah. Asking Bev how she's been. Jane saying hi. Okay, so Jane says finished Nothing Bunt Trouble. 4 stars.
That's a fun series too.
Oh wow. Julian got 5% read of the violence.
Ooh, that sounds violent.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it sounds like a book for you, Tiffany, right?
Clearly.
19 pages for Melmac, nice. Cajun, 18%, very good. Jessica says, read nothing, watched Tiffany. Got so many recommendations, and your video, Mr. Francie, was nice seeing Storm in the video also. Oh, you're welcome.
Thanks,
yes,
Jessica.
I think I'm about a quarter of the way through that video, Tiffany, so I can't wait to finish it.
I looked at the video that had me on it, and I was like, I listened to Mr. Francie and then fast forward through all my parts.
Oh, Snowy.
It's like, no, seeing myself on there. Like, no.
Oh.
It was good.
It's like when I'm editing my videos, it's like, oh.
Oh
yeah, been there.
Definitely.
Yeah. Hannah says, I read 27 pages at 37%.
Nice, Hannah.
Jessica read 12 pages. Nice.
What?
Lee, 81% done with Courting Can Be Killer.
Is that the second one? You went right into the second one then, huh? Because she was just reading the first one, I think.
That's fantastic. Let us know. Cav says, I'm feeling much better now. Oh, yay. Okay. Just realized that the Burning Pages by Page Shelton releases tomorrow, so I pre-ordered it on Audible. I'm such a fickle, cozy reader.
Oh, I'm glad that you have one coming out tomorrow. That's awesome.
It's nice. Cornflower says, Made Up for Murder by Moira Bates. Number 1 in the Midlife Mysteries. The other one I read by her that I didn't like was Hamburgs and Homicide. Number 1 in Poppy's Food Truck Mysteries.
Oh, well, I really want to find a good food truck. That's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Well, bummer.
Cheryl says, hello, everyone. Got to participate in the sprint. Yay. Read 10%. Nice, Cheryl.
That's awesome.
Cheryl. Melmac says, I haven't read many classics outside of the ones I was forced to read in school, and some of those I skipped and just skimmed the cliff notes, but I'd like to read some next year. Yep.
Oh, we were all together until the last line. I was so with you. Melmac, I was so with you.
I have Crime and Punishment on my TBR, and I want to get Wuthering Heights.
Those are both in my little. I don't have a jar. It's my little box of classics, so I can draw one out. Both of those are in there.
Nice. Atrophy from Cornflower. Hannah says, during the next sprint, I'm going to hop in the shower to get ready to go out with friends. Nice. I also won't be at Wednesday's sprint this week. My friend has a new business and I'm going to support him.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. And Lee agrees. Jessica says, that's great, Hannah. Have a bunch of fun. Hannah says, thanks. I will. We do music bingo on Mondays.
Oh, that's fun.
That sounds really fun.
Whatever, Hannah. Whatever. I love you too, Mel.
Aaliyah says, got to 73% of A Lime to Kill by Summer Prescott. Really loving it. Nice. Hannah loves you, Tiffany, too. Lots of loves and thank yous. Cozy's here. Hi, Cozy. Cozy says, jumped in at the perfect time. The Pancake House series is great. Very cozy and love the characters. All on audiobook, Mr. Fancy. Yay! I've read them all. It is a completed series. Oh, wonderful. Yep. Like Christmas is coming early. Thanks, Cozy.
Yeah.
Hi, Karen. She says, hi, everyone. Hi, Miss Fancy. Hi, Storm. Hi, Tiffany. I'm still reading The Cracked Spine by Paige Shelton.
Excellent.
Nice. Susan says, I'm thinking the Pancake House Cozies is set in Washington State since one of the characters has to drive to Seattle.
Gotcha. I couldn't remember. I was way off, but okay.
Oh, good. It has a Pancake House. What more can we ask for? Got me intrigued.
Well, you know the author's from Canada? I interviewed her, and she's from Canada, and she wanted to set it in Canada, and they would not let her. They said it wouldn't sell to have a whole series in Canada.
And I don't understand that, because I think it would be cool to have a cozy series set in Canada.
Yeah, I think so too. So, anyways, and I was thinking she said she sets all of her series in Vermont because of that, but I was way off. So, anyways, but I do know that it's a Pancake House and it is a lot of fun, and Marley and the characters in it are great. Marley is
nice. Marley's nice. Cozy says, hi guys, had a busy and productive day. No reading yet. Hopefully on the next sprint. Yeah.
I feel you, Cozy. I'm at the same point.
Melmac says, Mr. Fancy, the Pancake House series books 1 to 3 are not in print. They are on ebook though. The rest are in print. Oh, that's interesting. But good to know. Thanks, Melmac, because I would have gone looking. You all know I love my physical books, so I would have gone looking. But at least it's on audio. I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
It says, just wanted to let you know for when you're looking. But thank you. Thank you. Nice. I really appreciate it. Yeah.
You can be nice, Mel.
Cajun says, hey, I have a hard time with geography in America, so you're doing great, Mr. Francie. Thank you, Cajun.
I agree, Cajun.
I appreciate it. Lee says, Mr. Fancy, you're very knowledgeable about all things United States. Oh, lovely. Now I just have to get over there.
Yes.
Yes.
That would be awesome.
That would be so great. And just tour around, say hi to everyone. Cajun says, I was like, what did I do? Yeah.
Oh, no. Not you, Cajun. Or not you.
Poor Cajun. Cornflower says, Tiffany, I took a screenshot of the 2 books. I'll post them on Discord and tag you.
Okay, cool.
Excellent. Hannah says, I loved your video with Storm. Oh, thank you. And I loved Tiffany's video too. Added so many series to my TBR. Oh.
That's awesome, Hannah. Come on, boo.
Melmac says, sure. Yeah, sure, Tiffany. Tell them. Sometimes I don't know what I'm getting into when I'm reading comments. Just the reader here. Leah says, I don't know where I started reading, but hoping to finish it tonight. Nice. Jessica says, same Hannah, I always watch Tiffany's videos with my notebook because I always get so many to add to my TBR. Yes.
I love that. You're making me so happy.
Either with a notebook or I'm ready with my phone to take screenshots every time Tiffany puts the book on the screen because she puts it up and it's like, okay, there's the picture.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's why I don't bring a notebook, or I'd have like a whole thing full of, things. So I watch and don't bring a notebook.
Nice. Lee says, yes, I jumped right into the second matchmaking book. I love being back in Harvest and really love Millie and Lois. I can't wait to read the first one.
Lois is so fun because she's English, so she gets away with a lot that Millie can't. So she's a lot.
Nice.
She's great. I love her.
Oh, wonderful.
Hannah, here, one of the kids at work told me a joke today. And since you told a joke the other night, I wanted to tell you because I really thought this was funny. Why did the Scarecrow win a Nobel Prize? I texted myself the joke that he sent me because I wanted to remember it. Why did the Scarecrow win a Nobel Prize?
Why?
Because he was outstanding in his field.
I got one for you, Tiffany. A little kid told me this one at church. Okay.
Yep.
Says, what did the one nut say to the other one who was chasing him?
Wait, what did the what?
What did the one nut say to the other nut when they were chasing each other? I'm gonna cash you.
I love it. That's a good one too. I'm gonna cash. Oh my gosh, that one's good too. The kids are gonna really like that one. Oh my gosh, that's funny.
I love that we get to have a laugh on these sprints.
That was funny.
And this is to Jessica. I know I always have Goodreads open so I can look up the books and add book one on my want to read shelf.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yes.
Hey, Taylor.
Hi, Taylor. Thank you for being here. She says, hi, all. We are having a storm here, so I had to prep and missed the sprint. How are you? Hope you're all well. You'll be here for the next one, and I'm doing well, and I hope that everything's okay with you, considering what you're preparing for.
I hope this storm is passing you by and everybody is safe.
Yeah.
That time of year, unfortunately.
Oh no.
Yes,
Jessica says,
Jessica.
the only classic I read is Little Woman. Yeah.
I
love Little Women. It's one of my favorites.
I've heard of it. I should definitely get onto it.
That was probably the second classic I ever read. Jane Eyre was my first classic, and then Little Women, I think, was like the second one.
I read Little Women before I really knew it was a classic. Like, I read it like when I was pretty young, so and I've read it several times since then because I loved it. And Mr. Francie, it's about a family, and it's about 4 girls and their mom and their dad is away at war, and their last name is March. And so a few years ago, probably close to it's been a while. I can't tell you how many years, 5 years, somewhere in there, between 5 and 10 maybe. An author named Geraldine Brooks wrote a book called March. And it is so interesting because she did such a good job with it because, Little Women was written in what, 18,
something, I don't know exactly.
Like, way
around there. Yeah.
And so this book is called March, and it's about the dad's perspective. So that book was all about, the girls and mom. And then you get this book was all about dad's perspective from being away from his family and during the war and all that. It was amazing. It was so well done. I totally recommend that to anybody who likes Little Women.
Okay. Excellent. Well, now I got to add Little Women on my TBR first.
Yes.
And it says, stay safe to Tamlin. Kaden says, be safe. Melmac says, Storm, that little box is AKA the pile of possibilities.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Jessica says to Hannah, yes, I always add them after I write them down. Nice. Taylor's saying, thank you. I hope the season passes quickly.
Yeah.
Me too. Jessica's saying, hey to Cozy. Jane says, my sister is calling me, so I'll hop off for a bit. No problems at all, Jane. Jessica says, what?
Right?
A pancake mystery set in Canada will be great because of maple syrup. Yes.
Totally agree.
exactly. Melmac says, I don't know why a publisher would think a cozy series set in Canada wouldn't sell. There are cozies set in England and Ireland, Scotland. I came across one the other day set in Italy. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Doesn't make sense. Hi, Bookish Knitter.
Hey, Sarah.
Says, well, there was a... Yeah. Sarah? Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Sarah. Well, there was a huge maple syrup heist here in Canada years ago.
Oh my God, I hope that's true. I mean, not like somebody got hurt or anything, but like,
yeah,
that's funny.
If anything is going to be, I don't know. That sounded horrible that I said that's true. I hope that's true, but I'm just saying, like, if we're going to rob anything, let it be maple syrup. Not hurt anybody, but just maple. I just wanted some maple syrup.
Yes.
Although I think that like pure maple syrup is sold on the black market for pretty high values.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
There you go.
I've heard that. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, but I have heard that. Like pure maple syrup is actually really hard to get, and so it can be sold for pretty high amounts.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I really want a maple syrup heist book now.
Yes.
Yes.
Anybody who likes to write. I'll totally read that.
He's waiting for the Great Maple Syrup Heist.
That's a great title, The Great Maple Syrup Heist.
Complex says, feel free to delete my Discord post if Tiffany sees it. I couldn't find I Dislike These Cozy Mysteries channel.
Yeah, we don't have one of those.
And that one's for Tiffany.
Oh, I'm sorry. I went to look at her pictures so that she go, Melmac was being nice. I know, that's kind of how I felt. I was like, oh, no, Hannah, no.
The book is well, there's a crazy plot right there. Yeah, exactly. Where a cozy I set town, state, country really has no bearing on my wanting to read it. If so, it's minimal and ranks low when it comes to grab my interest. I agree. It doesn't matter where it's set.
I do like, British books, and like if it's Ireland and Scotland and stuff, I do like that, and I understand why they're set, but I would read them from other countries too. It's not like a no-go if it's set in Canada.
I think I'm a lot like there's a lot of places that I specifically like to read books set in, but there's no places that I think, oh gosh, I wouldn't read a cozy set there.
Exactly. It's like,
you know what I mean? But there are things that are like, I really love books set in Alaska or, in colder climates and stuff like that. But I don't look at a book and then say, oh, I don't want to read it because it's set at such and such.
Yeah. And see, Canada is definitely colder, so that would be a colder climate for you to like to read.
I wonder if if I'm thinking of the right person, she was saying it because I don't think cozies sell very well in Canada, or they don't sell them predominantly a lot in Canada, so maybe that's why. Maybe. I feel like there was some sort of reason that made a little bit of, okay. But I don't know I don't think that they're very easily found or prevalent.
Well, outside of the States, the struggle is real.
I was gonna say it's the same in Australia. You can't find many cozies there either.
Yeah, exactly. Susan says, yes, Mr. Fancy, I take screenshots too. Nice.
Smart.
We'll do a sprint starting in 1 minute. I was just wanting to get through some comments. Cozy said that way it doesn't get lost in general, and you can delete a comment by holding it down and press delete message. Nice. Momax says, Tiffany, I'm looking forward to whenever you start the Magical Cat series. There's a Magical Cat series. I'll save that question for after the sprint.
Yes, there is.
Yep.
Nice. How long do we want to read for? Do we want to do another half hour, or do we want to go longer?
We'll let
I'm
Tiffany
good with
decide.
whatever. I'm good with anything.
You're good. What did you say, Stormy?
I said we'll let Tiffany decide, but then she's
like,
I'm
okay.
good with whatever.
45 minutes.
Yep.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay. Let's write this down. Just a moment, everyone. Bear with me.
And Hannah agrees. She put 45 in the comments.
Oh, well, look at that.
Well done, Hannah.
Perfect.
There we go. All right. See you in 45 minutes. Happy reading, everyone.
Happy reading.
Okay, how was everyone's sprint?
Mine was great. I did a little of my book. I'm reading Antique Auctions or Murder, which is the one that was just released in the Poppy McAllister series. And I watched the Celebrating BookTube. It was amazing. It was great.
Oh.
And I definitely put up a comment and continued the celebration, although all of that is in spite of your lack of culinary liking of culinary courses. I'm just saying, in spite of it all, I'm rising above that.
Oh, good work, and thank you. Stormy, how did you do?
I did good. I finished. I read 2 chapters in this for the night, so I'm done with this.
Nice.
That's awesome.
And I decided to pick up Gone Dark by Amanda, and I cannot pronounce her last name. Panish? I don't know. Anyway, it's a survivalist type. Yeah, it's a survivalist type book.
Oh,
so there's gonna be like a malware attack that attacks the electrical grid, and they've got to survive. So it's Gone Dark. So.
Oh,
it's one of my arcs that I have that I need to read.
So. There you go. I've decided to skim Medea, and the good news is that I'm asked in this assessment that we have 2 books, and there are a certain number of questions that you choose to answer. So I could just skim to those parts of the book and answer them. I found answering them really easy without even reading all of the book. So that makes me happy because it's just not my thing.
I looked to see what it was about, and it's like Jason and the Argonauts and all that stuff in the Golden Fleece or something. Is that what it's?
Oh, okay. I haven't read that part.
I'm like, there's a movie about Jason and the Argonauts. I know that much.
No, it's from what I'm gathering, it's about Medea, a woman who way back in history was oppressed because of how it was an uneven thing between men and women, and ultimately she ends up killing her 2 sons as an act of rebellion against men. That's what I'm gathering from it.
Oh.
So there you go. Yes, was my answer too.
Okay.
Let's get back to the comments. Okay, we read that one. I think I'm up to this one. Okay. Cajun says, only if it's an area I know and the author gets it wrong does the where matter. Does the where matter? Like the Aurora Tea Garden books, Harris obviously did not research they are of Atlanta. She set it in.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So she didn't do very well with the setting. I got you.
Right. Yep. Awesome. Hannah says, Storm and Lee have been adding to my TBR with their anticipated reads. Nice, Hannah. That's awesome. Melmac says, how are you liking the Magical Cat series? I saw you just finished A Midwinter's Tale. Sounds good.
Okay, buddy. There. I had to.
We have an O Tiffany from Melmac.
Oh, Tiffany. I don't even know what that's for, but I'm going to believe it's because I'm great. Just saying.
And an LOL for Storm.
How come she gets an LOL and I get an O Tiffany?
That's what I was wondering too.
I think that was for my fantastic joke that I told.
Hannah's liking the Magical Cat series.
Are you good, buddy?
She's going to have her mum tell her some more corny jokes.
Please.
Melmac says, yay, Hannah, Magical Cats is so special to me because it's the series that started my foray into the cozy genre. Nice. See, Tiffany, says Melmac, you like some of the classics.
Yeah, I really read it like before I even realized it was a classic. Like I just, yeah.
So that's how we do it. Tiffany, this might be a cozy. Try this out.
Yeah.
I know it looks thick, but it's really cozy.
Exactly.
Yeah, like got to take off the book jacket. Look, it's got a food truck on it. Just don't remove this taped on cover, I promise.
Exactly. Jessica says, I've never heard of March before. Got to add that now, Tiffany. Another recommendation to my notebook. Thanks, Tiffany. LOL.
It really is worth it.
Yeah,
so you're welcome.
I've never heard of it either. I'll have to.
So you're welcome. By Geraldine Brooks. You're welcome.
Ooh, very good. Melmac says, hey, Hannah, it's always nice. Always, you hear me. Hannah's about to start Faux Paul. I have it ready on my Hoopla. Oh, speaking of Hoopla, I found the Crepes of Wrath audiobook on Hoopla.
Oh, awesome.
Ooh.
Yeah. And goodness knows I wanted to read that more than Medea, but I had to focus on my assessment. Zespamoni says, I have to go early, but it was great having time with y'all, and thank you. You're welcome, Zespamoni, and you're probably long gone, but thank you for being here.
Yeah, it was good to see you.
Yeah. Melmac says, Sarah, a maple syrup heist sounds like a premise for a cozy. Yep.
Totally agree.
Great. First, Tiffany's scaring us. Now she's cheering on theft. Susan G says, maple syrup heist. That reminded me of the Stephanie Plum series where the woman robbed the Frito-Lay trunk because she was having withdrawal from being on a low-carb diet. I laugh so hard.
Yep.
That does sound hilarious.
Susan G. Yes.
Love it. Malek says, yes, a setting might intrigue me, but it won't repel me.
Totally agree. Yeah.
Sherry says, I enjoy finding books that take place here in Wisconsin, but I also enjoy finding books that place all over. Yeah. I agree. Sarah says, it was true. Google it. It happened in 2011. It was the most valuable heist in Canadian history. Great Canadian maple syrup heist. No one was hurt to my understanding.
Well, see, so valuable. And I'm so glad to hear that nobody was hurt because now I can feel like, okay, I can chuckle at it because I felt really bad saying it afterwards thinking, oh gosh, I hope nobody was hurt. But
yeah.
Otherwise, people need maple syrup. Just let people have it.
Exactly. 45, I'm guessing pages for Hannah, which is fantastic.
That was when you were wanting to know how long we should go, and she said 45 minutes.
45 minutes, not 45 pages. Okay, that would have been something. But she's switching to audio, so very good. And thank you for that, Stormy. Cav says, we have tons of cozy mysteries in my Canadian library and all the bookstores have a cozy mystery section. So the books are definitely available here.
Oh, that is good to hear. Good.
Karen says, Maureen Fisher has a series called Senior Sleuth Series set in Alberta, Canada.
Senior Sleuth Series. I already wrote it down. And
I was like, yeah, that's definitely got her all over it. Tiffany's like
all over it.
I was just thinking that when I saw the series, how too. Sherry says, Mr. Fancy, the Magical Cat series is my #1 cozy series of all time. Nice. I will add it. Okay. Melmac says, Mr. Fancy, the Magical Cat series is by Sophie Kelly. The main character has 2 cats who were strays, Hercules and Owen. They have magical abilities. Oh, sign me up. That sounds amazing. I'm totally on board. Thank you, Melmac. Hannah says, oh, Hoopla has the same narrator for magical cats that Lippy has. Nice. And those cats are so mischievous. Excellent. Basically cat versions of me and Melmac.
That's funny.
Now we've got to read it. Jessica says, I was just looking up the Magical Cat series and they look like my cats and I need to read them by Sophie Kelly.
Oh.
Yep. Excellent.
Great.
Hannah says, yes, and she has another series under her pen name Sophie Ryan. It's called Second Chance Cat Mysteries. The first book is called The Whole Cat and Caboodle.
That's the series I read, so I like that one.
Yes, and we read read that for what, a knockout, I think?
Yeah, you read the first book for Knockout last year.
Nice. The fair comparison, says Melmac. Jessica Ann says to Hannah, nothing more could get me into a series than reading one with two cats on the cover that look like mine, LOL, with one staring at me right now like he will starve to death.
Of course. Of course.
Hi, Sherry. Good evening. Thank you for being here.
It's good to see you.
Hannah says, yes. Hannah says, my dog acts like nobody ever feeds her. She gets fed 2 times a day and she inhales her food like a vacuum. Yep. Jessica Ann says to Hannah, mine get fed 3 times a day and are definitely never going to starve. They are both around 10 to 11 pounds. And Hannah says, Kairu. Sorry, I won't say too loud.
Hi, puppy.
He's just laying there so mellow, like he just.
I know. It's so good. Oh, poor thing. Cozy's 93% into Tailing a Tabby by Laurie Cass on audiobook.
Cool.
Nice. Gillian read another 8%.
Awesome.
Nice. Jessica Ann, 11 pages. Excellent. Cajun is up to 36% now. Wonderful. That's doing well. Bev didn't read, but enjoyed time with my boyfriend. Nice.
Very productive.
Yes, exactly.
Whoa.
Sarah read 40 pages. Oh my, wow.
Awesome.
Yeah. Sherry, 14 pages of The Stand. Tiffany's not. I think that's Stephen King, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So that makes sense why you read. Stormy, compared to his other works, is The Stand really scary?
I don't think it's really scary unless you just look at the page count.
There you go. I might have to give it a go. Hannah says, I made it to chapter 5 in Faux Paw. Nice. Great. Loving the title, by the way. 18 pages for Melmac. Susan G finished Yeast of Eden, and now we'll finish reading A Very English Murder on ebook.
Excellent.
Nice. Gillian says, I won Gone Dark in a Goodreads giveaway. Interested to hear your thoughts, Storm.
Cool.
Yeah. Sherry only has 24 minutes left. Nice. That's so awesome. Close to the end. Hi to Kairu.
He says hi.
Melmac says to Hannah, do you have a favorite magical cat book so far? Hannah's going to feed her pups. She came back and said, I really enjoyed Cat Trick. Nice. Jessica says, got me a snack of banana bread, so didn't read much, about 15 pages. I think it's worth it for banana bread, though.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Melmac says to Jessica, I highly recommend the Magical Cat series. It's got a great cast of characters and the cats are awesome. Nice. Jessica says Kairu's so cute.
He knows.
Yes.
Don't you, bud? He knows.
Melmac says, Tiffany, if that's what you want to believe, I can go along with that.
Okay, just so we're on the same page. I did end up DNFing my book. I'm now reading Put Out to Pasture by Amanda Flower. Much better.
Yes, much
better. Yes, being Amanda Flower, I would hope so.
Exactly.
Good on you. And it's always fantastic when you DNF a book and then pick up another one that you absolutely love. So
true.
That's so good. I'm so glad it's much better. Tiffany is a trendsetter, says Hannah. I agree.
Absolutely.
Okay, now I'm going to feed the pups. You'll have to be sassy for the both of us. That's funny. Melmac says, so to get Tiffany to read a classic, it has to be disguised. Like one has to disguise spinach in a smoothie to get a kid to eat their cheese. Exactly. I think Tiffany's frozen at the moment, but I'm sure we'll get a reaction when she comes back.
Back up.
Oh, there she is. Did you see that last comment, Tiffany?
So to get Tiffany to read classic, has to be disguised like, yes, absolutely. I want it with I want the cheese on top. Yep. Absolutely.
Well,
I mean, I am like a grown kid.
Sorry?
I said I am like a grown kid. I'm a kid at heart, so I want my classics with cheese on top.
Nice. And Melmac says, Hannah is abandoning me. I'm alone on the island here. But Hannah's back.
He wasn't alone for too long.
Yes. One of her first cozies, killing time with cozies.
Nice.
Yeah. Cajun says, going to say goodnight. My wrist is starting to hurt from physical therapy today, so going to lay down so I can rest it. Completely understand, Cajun. Thank you for being here, and I hope it gets better.
I hope you feel better soon, Cajun.
Yeah. Bev's welcoming Hannah back. Mike says, Tiffany is like the Robin Hood of maple syrup. Maple syrup for everyone.
Robin Hood, Oprah, you get maple syrup. You get maple syrup. You get maple syrup.
You don't get maple syrup. Exactly.
What if they don't like maple syrup?
I don't know what to tell you. You're wrong. Apparently sell it on the black market. It's really valuable.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, sell it, I guess.
Bev says, oh, good night, Cajun. Hope your wrists feel better. Yeah. Good night to Cajun. Sherry says, it's not very scary, but 1,436, I assume, pages. Are you kidding me?
That, you can get a shorter version, though. That is... it was like 800 to 900 pages, somewhere around there when he first wrote it. Then he went back and then he added more to it.
Okay.
And
did he add filler or was it important stuff?
I don't think there was anything important in it, because me and my friend read the big one like she has or whatever, and it was just like, oh my goodness, is it ever gonna get over?
Oh, that's nearly a triple tome. That's insane.
It didn't need all that filler. I think it would have been fine just if he left it alone. He even says in the book that I have, it says an author's note, and it says, if you've read the original Stand, don't read this one. Because it's going to be the same thing, except for he added that extra filler stuff.
Right. There you go. Good to know. Hannah says, I have yet to win a Goodreads giveaway. Aww. Bev says, I won a Goodreads giveaway. It was a less wanted ebook.
That's how I win them. I'm like, well, That one sounds okay. I'll try for it.
Over here.
And then I'll win that one. But the one that I'm like, oh, I hope I win. I never win.
Lee says, I can jump in if you need a sassy partner.
Of course. Here I am to save the day.
I love it.
Mighty Mouse is on the way.
Oh, Tiffany, have you come across any like musical theatre cozies? I get that the Death and Castle Dark was theatre, but any musical theatre ones?
There is like one. I haven't tried it yet, but yes, I will. There's a couple that are like Glee choir clubby type of things. And then, but I don't, and then there's another one that's like drama, but I don't know if necessarily musical theater. But there's another one where the main character, I think she's a drama teacher or drama coach, something like that I really want to try. Yeah. Nice. But there should be a musical theater cozy.
I know how much we love the theater, so
love it.
Jessica says, I won a good read giveaway. It was for a Hannah Swanson Christmas book. LOL.
Nice.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Milmac says, Oprah will be like, every audience member is getting a copy of my current book club selection, face cream, a box of chocolate dipped macarons, and a bottle of maple syrup.
Exactly.
I love it. Jessica says, Mr. Fancy, what Brandon Sanderson book would you read first if you haven't read any of his works before and are a complete newbie? It's a good question. And I'm going to reserve my answer because, a little bit of a spoiler, I plan on doing a video about it. And it will be coming out soon because a lot of you guys have been asking me that have been turning on to Brandon Sanderson, which is amazing. Where should we start? So I'll do a video about it, talking about different reasons to start in different places, depending on the type of reader you are and what might work for you. But yeah, so I'll have a video coming up. Yay, thank you. Jillian says, I win like 10 Goodreads giveaways a month at least. I have to get into these giveaways. I didn't even know Goodreads did giveaways.
I would like to know, how many do you enter?
Because
I'll like enter like 4 or 5 a month and I never win anything. And then I might win one on accident. Oh, look, I won one like 3 months after I okay. Yeah.
Wow.
Who's your connection, Jillian?
Yeah, if somebody's.
Exactly. Momac says it would have been great to be an audience member during Oprah's giveaways. Oh, I agree.
I want to be on there when she gives away a car.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. Share the luck. Yes. Yeah. Yes, exactly, Storm. Stormy. Momac says, you got it, Lee. Please feel free to jump in anyway, especially during Tiffany's live shows. Yes. And it says, I would definitely read a musical theatre cozy. Yeah. Same. Be awesome.
Ooh, Jessica, I like that idea.
We would need a soundtrack if we got a musical theatre cozy. Yes.
I love that idea.
Jessica said, Mr. Fancy, oh yeah, awesome, thanks. Yeah, no problems. A lot of you guys have asked me, so happy to help and so happy that so many of you are turning on to Sanderson. So that's awesome. Hannah says, yes. Julian says, I enter like all of them except for self-pub books or books I know I'm not interested in. There you go. What were you saying, Tiffany? You want to be?
I want a musical theater soundtrack and cozy. I will totally sing along with it and do a video for y'all.
Yes.
There needs to be an interactive cozy where you're reading it, and as you're reading it, you know, you got the soundtrack and like the character bust out into song, and it's like that's
totally.
Yes.
Totally. Oh. Totally.
Any writers out there, make it happen. Sounds amazing. Jessica says to Hannah, right, Hannah, listen while we read it. Yeah, exactly. Bev says, that sounds great, Mr. Fancy. Thank you, Bev. I appreciate it. I look forward to doing it. Hannah says to Jessica, yes, and there will be a note of which song to listen to while you're on a certain page. Yes, yes, a little directory. That'd be good.
Love it.
Yes, instead of recipes, have a song at the end of the chapter. Ooh, I like.
Brilliant, Jessica Lynn. Do you write?
Yeah, exactly. Do you write? Melmac says, well, thanks to Theatre Nights of Murder, I'll never be able to watch Mamma Mia the same way again.
Okay, is that a good or a bad thing? Because Mamma Mia is like one of my favorites. So if it's going to ruin me, I don't want to read that book.
No.
We're talking about the film.
Yeah, Mamma Mia. Yeah, like.
Yeah, I loved the film. So is this a book, Theatre Nights of Murder?
Yeah, it's part of the Poppy McAllister.
I love how you two just said that in unison.
And it's pretty sad that I know all this because I've only read the first book, but I like know all the titles of all. Because everybody's read it, so they're always talking about it.
Let me tell you, Jessica Lynn, I would totally create choreography. I'm telling you, my superpowers, if I ever had superpowers, it would be make people break out in song. Like, this is how we solve wars now. We all just start like.
Yes.
I just went like my coworkers
walking down the
like
street.
one day to be walking down the hall, like doing the grease snap, like.
I love it.
I could just see Tiffany walking down the street, and she sees two people arguing, and all of a sudden she's like, and then they start arguing in song.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. How amazing would that be? Yes.
You sing and you dance it out.
On board. Yes. Vote one, Tiffany. I'm on board. I love it. Jessica says, no, Tiffany, I don't, but I have the ideas.
Yeah. That's a great idea. It really is a great idea.
Love it. Anytime anyone has the ideas, let us know. Melmac says, no, it's funny, Storm. It won't ruin it. I was just kidding. Sort of.
It's that sort of that I'm worried about.
Right.
Maybe.
And yes, Jessica. Yes.
You never know. You just never know. I do a lot of random dancing in my real life. Honestly, I really do. So I've never seen some of that.
Yes, I would.
A lot of random breaking out the song in my real world.
I love it. And Bev says, you all are awesome. Always put a smile on my face, especially when I'm super stressed with life and school. Aww,
that's so kind.
So
seriously,
glad.
Thank you for saying that's so nice. That's very nice.
Yeah, thank you. All right, shall we sprint, everyone? I'm almost forgetting about the actual sprinting. Tiffany decided last time. Stormy, you're picking this time. How long are we sprinting for? Or when should we sprint to?
Tiffany, are you going to turn into a pumpkin?
I will probably hop off in about 15 minutes or so, either way. So you guys sprint as long as you like.
Because I was going to say a half an hour because I didn't know. So.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm gonna sprint till about 9:30 and then I'm gonna hop off because I gotta get to bed.
No, of course, completely understand, Tiffany. Did you want us to hang around until that time?
What's that?
Do you want us to keep chatting?
And then hop off. No, it's okay.
Okay. All right. Well, you know me, and you know that I can't let you go until I find out what's coming up on your channel.
So today, the springtime spotlight came out of Springtime Cozies. And then on either Thursday or Friday, depending on when it gets edited, my March wrap-up will be up. All of the cozies.
Nice.
Already. Yes.
Oh, awesome.
Thank you so much for having me. I had such a good time.
Oh, you're very welcome. Anytime. If you somehow don't know of her channel, Tiffany's channel is The Beach Bum Bookworm, and definitely head over and subscribe to her channel. You will not regret it. The energy you see here is multiplied in her videos, and they're always wonderful. So definitely do that. All right, Tiffany, we will see you next time. And to everyone else, happy reading. And yeah, see you next time, Tiffany.
Thanks. I'm going to read for about 15 minutes and I'm going to hop off. Thanks,
okay,
everybody.
No problem. Bye. Okay. Good timing. How was everyone's sprint? How was your sprint, Stormy?
Good. I don't remember where I left off, but I think I did a couple chapters maybe, but I'm on page 80, so.
Oh, that's good. That's good progress. I am 21 minutes into Heart of Darkness, and I'm really hoping one of the questions on my assessment is, does this book stand the test of time? Because it definitely does not. You gotta love certain classics where it's like things that worked back then that will not stand up today. But how did everyone else go? I'm trying to find where I was up to. Here we go. Bev says, OMG, Tiffany, Grease Snap. Yes. Sherry says, I love listening to music when house cleaning, but always end up doing more dancing. Yes. Can understand that. Hannah says, I'll probably leave during the sprint, and Hannah has gone. Thank you very much for being here, Hannah, though. I appreciate it. Bev says, oh, yeah, no, completely understand, Bev. I always have issues when I'm typing in the chat. And Jessica saying, have fun to Hannah. Okay. Melmac says, Tiffany, I'm saying good night now since you'll probably be gone when we're back from the sprint. Yeah. Jessica says, bye, Tiffany. See you grooving on Wednesday. Yay. I was saying bye, have fun. Bev said, I'm going to hop off like Tiffany. Good night, everyone. You're probably long gone, Bev, but thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate it. I know it's late in the States. Sherry says, bye, Tiffany. Really enjoy all of you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, so it turns out good read giveaways are only available in the US and Canada. So I can't enter them. Yeah, I know. But I guess
you would think since they do ebook giveaways too, that at least the ebook giveaway should be like international, while maybe the print ones could be just the United States and Canada.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. Yes, it's not fair. And I said, at least I now know why I didn't know. I wasn't meant to. Hannah's headed out. Jessica says, good night all. I need to head to bed because I have to be up early for work in the morning. Thanks for the sprints, Mr. Fancy. No problems at all, Jessica. Thank you so much for being here. Tiffany left a comment saying, this was so fun as always. Good night, everyone, and thanks, Mr. Fancy. A++++ hosting skills and 2 sparkly hearts. Thank you, Tiffany. I really, really appreciate it. You guys make it so much fun. Okay, Amy says, I've read 3 chapters of, excuse me, of an Abby Cooper Psychic Eve mystery. You all have really helped me get over my reading slump. I thank you. Oh, fantastic. And she asked me what I was making. I'm making a crochet blanket. So, yeah. And Amy said, those are the best kind. My mum crocheted. My hands aren't that coordinated. I said, my mum always thought she'd teach my sister. My sister had no interest in it, but I did. And Amy thought that was awesome. Thank you. And thanks for the sparkly hearts. Okay, Jane says, I'm back after my chat with my sister. Yay. I was going to start Mrs. Jeffries Dippin's Her Own, but I haven't got past page 1 yet. I'm still reading The Mysterious Mr. Quinn, but can't seem to get into it. I'm having trouble with my voice here. Just a moment.
Okay.
Have you heard of that one? The Mysterious Mr. Quinn?
I don't know that one.
I haven't either. Jessica says, I don't crochet, but I cross stitch. I used to cross stitch. I used to love it. It's so funny. As I was saying earlier, my mum thought, as is natural, that you will pass all these skills down to the daughter, but my sister had no interest at all in it, and I wanted to learn everything from crocheting to long stitch to cross stitch. At some point this year, I want to learn to knit. So it's wonderful. What about you, Stormy? Do you do any craft stuff?
I'm not very good at it. I do like to attempt it, but I always get frustrated at the chain at the starting chain.
Yeah.
I always get it too tight, and I get frustrated because then my pot holder starts doing this instead of
yes. Yeah. I used to have that when I first began. I was like, Mom, why am I not getting a square? Why is mine concaving? What's going on?
And then I get frustrated, and so then I don't do anything with it. And I've even tried my hand at knitting, and I'd be doing really good with the knitting, and then I look down and I've got like these holes. I'm like, no, because if you drop a stitch, you get a hole.
Oh, wow. Is it easy enough to fix if you get a hole? Yeah, because it's easy enough to fix with crochet, but is it easy enough to fix with knitting, or do you have to kind of start again? Or
I always had unraveled it until I got back to it and did it again. I'm sure there's probably some kind of technique maybe, but I don't know enough about it.
But you gave it a go, and I love that you do.
I learned how to do it off of YouTube. So
nice. No, that's good. I learned how to do the current squares I'm doing, which is a granny square off of YouTube. I used to do my squares in a different way, but learned a better way to do them. So it's good that there's some good videos out there. Jillian read 5% more in the violence. How are you enjoying it, Jillian? Let us know. Jessica, about 20 pages more. Nice, Jessica. Good work. Jessica says, I feel for you, Mr. Francie reads. Oh, thank you. It is what it is. So that's okay. But, you know, when you guys win, I'm happy, because if it isn't something I can get involved in, if it's one of my friends, then that makes me happy. So, Sherry finished reading Honey Roasted by Cleo Coyle. That's another series I need to get into, that Cleo Coyle series. Read 13 pages of Royal Flush by Reese Bowen. Nice. Have you read the series that includes Honey Roasted, Stormy?
I read the first one like several years ago, but I haven't read any more.
Okay. Yeah. And another one I want to try, that I've been wanting to try since last year, so that's the same with Claire Coyle, is the is it Diva Kitchen? Death of a Kitchen Diva or something?
That sounds familiar.
Yeah. 21 pages for Melmac. Nice. Melmac says to Jessica, I brought some cross-stitch kits and embroidery kits last year, but I haven't tried them yet. I did a bunch of kitty cross-stitches when I was young. Nice that you did that when you were younger. Nice that you bought them. And, you know, it'll happen when it happens. But I think that's wonderful. I would love to get back into cross-stitch. I've done a lot of crocheting over the past couple of years. But yeah, that's
I'm not sure if my eyeballs would be very good for cross stitch nowadays. I'll be like trying to see what I do.
Yeah. Jessica says, yes, the kits are the best. That's awesome. You should definitely get back into it. Yeah, I agree. Melmac says, the Coffeehouse Series. Yeah, I love the Coffeehouse Series, but I'm so far away from Honey Roasted. I just read book 3 last month. How are you liking them so far, Melmac? Let me know, because I'm very interested in the series. Julian says, I'm really liking the violence, but it is a tough read. It makes my blood boil. Lots of domestic violence, trash humans, LOL. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I like that I find middle grade horror. I read one of her middle grade horrors last year. It's called Mine, and I liked it, but I have never tried any of her adult stuff.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I find it tough to read domestic violence stuff in books, regardless if it's a horror or a hard-hitting contemporary or whatever it is. So I can understand that, but yeah. Momac says to Jessica, I should just do it. I keep putting it off sometimes, and part of it is that I just forget I have them. I get that. I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
Jessica says that happens. I just do it when I have audiobooks on. Yep, same. That's when I crochet, when I'm listening to my audiobooks.
So were you lucky enough to find an audiobook of The Heart of Darkness so you didn't have to read it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I found an audiobook of it on Scribd. I'm listening to it at 1.5 speed so far. I could speed it up potentially at some point. If we can get through this quickly, I'll be very happy. And then I can get back to, oh, gosh, what's it called? The Midnight Snacks of Murder. So I'm can't believe, I wouldn't think I would have said this earlier on in the year, but I'm really looking forward to getting back to Poppy McAllister.
It just takes a couple of bad books to make you really want back into the book you didn't think you'd want.
Exactly, that's right. Mama says, Mr. Francie, I love the Coffeehouse series. It's a grittier, edgier, cozy series. Oh, there you go. Book 2 has a shocking ending. At least I thought it was. Ooh, nice. And Jane says, Mysterious Mr. Quinn is an Agatha Christie book. Oh, that's got me excited. Jane, you know how much I loved And Then There Were None. I definitely want to read more Agatha Christie. Stormy, would you be up for another sprint, or did you want to end it here?
I think I'm end it here, maybe. I'm getting a little sleepy.
No, I completely understand. I feel like for me, I could go all day, but I get it. It's really late over there, so I'm glad I checked in. All right, we will wrap this up, everyone. Before we do, as I always say, we'll check in. Stormy, what's coming up with you on your channel this week?
Once I get it edited, I have my kind of like March wrap up where I talk about some stats and then my favorite and least favorite books of the month. And
nice.
Then I did a little video about my NetGalley and Edelweiss e-arcs that I have, because I forgot when I did my quarterly check-in with my goals that was one of my goals, was to kind of look over like what books I have that I have the e-arcs and to try to make sure that I read them. And so I thought if I put a video out there about all the books, then maybe that's like accountability, and maybe I'll make sure that I work on my e-arcs, because I tend to forget about them, and like I get them from NetGalley and then I don't read them, and so I have that.
Yep. No, fair enough. I'm looking forward to when your next vlog comes out. I was watching your most recent one, My Time Last Night, and I was like, oh, I loved it. And then how you wanted to end before the 1st of April. Like, oh, I wonder how April's going for Stormy. Are you reading, obviously I saw what you were reading, but do you have all different genres on your TBR for this month compared to how it was last month?
I still have quite a few mysteries, but I have different things going. I'm doing a little what I call arc April, and so I have like my a bunch of my e-arcs. The thing is like a lot of my e-arcs are like cozy mysteries or kind of a mystery thriller or whatever. So I still have a bunch of mysteries on, but like this one's a young adult book, so it's a little different.
Nice.
I have some other things on there that's not quite just mystery, so won't be too bad.
Oh,
I'm reading the 3rd book in The Keeper of the Lost City.
Oh, which one's that one again? Is that Exile or the other one? Everblaze. Yep. Okay, you'll have to let me know how you go with it. Once you're done with that one, we can talk. And now, are you doing a reading sprint this week?
Yeah, Friday.
All right. Yep. So there you go, guys. You heard it here. Friday. Head over to Stormy's channel. I think we need to. Sorry?
I said at 6 Eastern. So.
Yeah, wonderful. 6 p.m. Eastern, guys, or GG time. Either way.
Yeah, Golden Girls.
Yes, exactly. Melmac says, thanks, Mr. Francie. You're welcome, Melmac. This was fun. And thanks, Storm. And thanks, Tiffany, even though she left. Yes. We'll pass it on for you. I'll just quickly get to everyone's bye messages and then we'll head off. Melmac saying, bye, everyone. Bye, Melmac.
I wouldn't
Jessica...
be so tired, but there were storms last night and it kept me up.
Sorry?
I said I wouldn't be so tired because it's only 9 o'clock, but there were storms last night, and so it kept me up.
So. Oh, no, totally get it. No, that's fine. Jessica says, have a great night, everyone. You too. Have a great day, Mr. Francie. Thank you. And night, Storm. Thanks so much. Thanks for much needed sprints. Oh, you're very welcome. Very, very welcome. She says bye to Melmac, bye to everyone, bye. Melmac says, oh, before I forget, Mr. Francie, I wanted to let you know there's the Coffeehouse series by Cleo Coyle and the newer Coffee Lovers series by Tara Lush. That is also good. Oh, thank you, Melmac. I appreciate it. I'll add them to the list. The Coffee Lovers series is only 3 books so far. Nice. And Amy is saying that she enjoyed it. Thank you, Amy. Alrighty. So for me, I filmed something, and I'm trying to remember what the heck it was that I filmed. I'll be editing a video tonight with something that I did. Oh, check-in. I was inspired by a video that I watched that Lee did, checking in on her goals. I did the same thing for mine. I'm really looking forward to getting that out to you guys. And then I'll have my reading vlog coming out on Friday. I have a poll up on my Discord under the polls channel where you guys can vote for what days you would like me to do what videos. So feel free to get involved. And those of you who have voted so far said you like having my reading vlogs on Friday. So I will do that. All right. That is where we are going to leave it. And I'm going to let everyone go to sleep. So thank you very much for joining me, Stormy. I really do appreciate it.
Have a good day and enjoy the Heart of Darkness.
Oh, yes, I will. Thank you so much. And yeah, guys, I may do more impromptu reading sprints in the future. Now that I have my laptop, there's just so much more that I can do. So you guys let me know over on the Discord if you want more, and I'll see what I can do. But in the meantime, thank you very much for tuning in. Sleep well or have a great day wherever you are around the world. And of course, happy reading. Bye, everyone. Bye.